So the Minecraft Warden is actually one of the most misunderstood mobs in the entire game. The only crime that they're doing is that they're being a protector, similar to a knight who's also trying to protect his queen. And we as the player are the ones who constantly bother the Warden. Therefore, I have collected many in-game details to back this up. Also, be sure to stick around later in this video as well, as I do a breakdown of Disc 5's audio, how it proves that the Warden is really misunderstood and is rather fulfilling its duties as a protector. In addition, the audio breakdown of Disc 5 actually confirms this, how the ancient cities were once portals at a time. Therefore, how it proves that the Warden is really protecting the ancient city, its natural habitat, against us, the player. So without any further ado, let's forge the connection that the Warden is indeed a protector. Sounds like at first in the 28 seconds, a portal is activated, therefore explaining the whirling sound. Then we hear the footsteps of the idiotic traveler walking down the cave. Then the traveler's footsteps get quieter with some loud clanging footsteps, most definitely being the Warden's footsteps, however, which causes our player to hide. Now let's break down the next audio segment. At first, heavy breathing from the player occurs as he's hiding behind the walls for safety. Then at 37 seconds, we hear a small growl from the Warden who sees us, and we're followed immediately by a loud growl 2 seconds later as we're caught by the wardy. But we make a safe call and escape. Our escape is explained by the calming music played at 43 seconds. Since Wardens rely on sound, the calming music had unique sound vibrations. It definitely hypnotized the Warden. It's similar to how snake charmers play music and it catches a snake into a hypnotized state where they do not attack at all. After the calming music ends at 1 minute and 3 seconds, our player escapes and is near a small lava pit, hence the boiling heard at 1 minute and 7 seconds. Then it's followed by footsteps, and in the lava pit, our player is trying to craft a portal to get out of the city. Then in 1 minute and 16 seconds, we hear background screeching, which is the warden's yelling. Since we know the warden does not have eyes, but it detects through based off the sound vibrations. So the screeching of the warden suggests that the frustration of it not finding its prey, or us, we're the prey to be honest. Now let's analyze the next audio segment. You hear that slight metal tap at 1 minute and 18 seconds. At 1 minute and 34 seconds, we hear a portal sound effect whirling with some distant crashing heard. This crashing is most likely from the player's body weight or from the armor that the player is wearing. Players first visit to the ancient city, and in an attempt to transfer and gather resources from the ancient city to the other side of the portal, we hear the sound effect back to back, the constant whirls of the portal. But immediately after the portal, we hear panicked footsteps from the player, at the same time with some slight breathing. Alright detectives, now let's analyze the final segment as we're almost near the end of the clip. First, we hear the sound getting glitchy. Since usually you hear a glitchy noise, that's because something unusual is interrupting with the signals. Now I might be overthinking it, but this concept's also demonstrated in the game Slender Man, where the figure gets closer and closer to you, then the glitchy noise intensifies more. Here's a clip. This is almost the same tactic Mojang used here from that game. Now, after that, we're out of 1 second silence, but then immediately, we hear the warden's loud roar and almost attack audio, which is a good call out that the warden has found us. But, however, the warden hasn't fully killed us yet, since at 2 minutes and 23 seconds, we hear slight breathing of Minecraft Steve and his footsteps. But then at 2 minutes and 27 seconds, the traveler places dirt blocks and stone blocks as a means of a wall, as we hear their sound effects. The warden has found us, and the game of cat chasing lice is over. The warden gives one last roar and kills the trespasser, ending Disc 5's audio with us dying, and a lesson to remember is that never trespass. It's illegal, and the warden was just doing its job. Another detail to finally add in that ties in all of the knots is that, look at the word warden here. A warden is someone who supervises a place and enforces its rules. Therefore, the warden isn't just a beastly entity. It's a guardian that never abandons its post. Ever notice how it patrols but never leaves? That's supervising the deep dark and eliminating intruders. Everything connects. If you guys watched this investigation video till the end, then be sure to subscribe for more in the future. See you guys.